A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a striking development that has drawn attention from both sides of the Atlantic, U.S. President Donald Trump announced on Saturday that he is actively pursuing a return of funds sent to support Ukraine in its ongoing conflict with Russia. Speaking at the Conservative Political Action Conference, CPAC, near Washington, Trump made it clear that he believes Ukraine owes the United States something in return for the billions of dollars in military aid provided under his predecessor, Joe Biden. The backdrop of Trump's comments comes as negotiations between Washington and Kyiv are underway concerning a potential mineral resources deal, which Trump envisions as compensation for the wartime aid. "I'm trying to get the money back, or secured. I want them to give us something for all of the money that we put up. We're asking for rare earth and oil. Anything we can get," Trump stated emphatically. He further expressed optimism about the negotiations, stating, "We're going to get our money back because it's just not fair. And we will see. But I think we're pretty close to a deal, and we better be close because that has been a horrible situation." However, the situation is far from straightforward. Reports indicate that Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is currently not ready to sign off on such a deal, despite increasing pressure from the U.S. Trump special envoy, Keith Kellogg, who recently met with Zelensky, conveyed that the Ukrainian president recognizes the importance of reaching an agreement with the United States. Yet, Ukrainian sources have indicated that Kyiv is seeking additional assurances before committing to any agreement. In the form in which the draft is now, the president is not ready to accept it. "We are still trying to make changes and add constructiveness," a source close to the negotiations revealed. Ukraine is adamant that any agreement with the U.S. must include security guarantees as it continues to defend itself against Russia's nearly three-year invasion. The negotiations have been further complicated by a rising tide of rhetoric between Trump and Zelensky, raising concerns in both Kyiv and Europe. Earlier this week, Trump referred to Zelensky as a dictator and urged him to move fast to conclude the war, following discussions between Russian and U.S. officials that notably excluded Ukraine. Adding to the tension, Washington has proposed a United Nations resolution regarding the Ukraine conflict that fails to mention the territories occupied by Russia, according to diplomatic sources. Trump's demand for $500 billion worth of rare earth minerals as compensation for U.S. aid has been met with skepticism from Ukrainian officials. There are no American obligations in the agreement regarding guarantees or investments. Everything about them is very vague, and they want to extract $500 billion from us, a Ukrainian source lamented. The source questioned the nature of the proposed partnership, stating, "What kind of partnership is this? And why do we have to give $500 billion? There is no answer." Official figures indicate that the United States has provided Ukraine with over $60 billion in military aid since the onset of the Russian invasion, making it the largest contributor among Kyiv's allies. However, this amount is significantly lower than the figures Trump has cited. The Kiel Institute, a reputable German economic research organization, estimates that from 2022 until the end of 2024, the U.S. will have provided a total of €114.2 billion, approximately $119.8 billion, in financial, humanitarian, and military aid to Ukraine. In light of the ongoing tensions, a senior Ukrainian official confirmed that discussions regarding a potential agreement are still in progress. This comes as Ukraine prepares to mark the third anniversary of Russia's invasion, with its forces reportedly ceding ground in certain areas. The Russian Defense Ministry has claimed control over Novolyubivka in the eastern Lugansk region, a territory that is now largely under Russian influence. Amidst these developments, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer reiterated the UK's unwavering support for Ukraine during a call with Zelensky, emphasizing the importance of strong security guarantees to ensure lasting peace. Starmer's remarks were echoed by Foreign Secretary David Lammy, who announced that the UK would unveil a significant package of sanctions against Russia on Monday. Meanwhile, thousands of people took to the streets in London to demonstrate their support for Ukraine, reflecting strong public backing for Kyiv in the UK. France's Defense Minister, Sébastien Lecornu, also announced plans to bolster France's defense capabilities, including increasing the number of frigates and Rafale fighter jets, as well as ramping up drone production in response to perceived threats. The geopolitical landscape continues to shift as these nations navigate the complexities of the ongoing conflict, highlighting the urgent need for a resolution that addresses both security concerns and economic implications for all parties involved. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.